live, right? The all chat is off. I turned it off to get to from the beginning, and then like we're going live, and then I'm like, boom, turn it on, and then we're gonna check.
I don't think
that it should be like boom right off the bat.
I don't think that's real. We don't remember that stuff.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
We don't remember that stuff.
Let me share some links real quick. I got a link. I got to put it on the Bluebirds. Bluebirds, go. Okay, done with that. And then of course. Do 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 do. Come join us and watch us disconnect. It's gonna be great.
Let's hold a fun little contest for no prize, just for fun. Everybody guess how long we're gonna stay connected.
Yeah, that's the contest. How many minutes will Spectrum let us live stream today? They're supposed to be here today. They're gonna come today at 4. Yeah. 4 or 5, whenever they feel like it.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, oh, it seems like it's working fine, because this is what happens. We reboot it, and then it works for like 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then we all get disconnected constantly.
Yeah.
But the disconnection seems to have stopped as much. It slowed down a little bit. I'm hoping it's just they were working on their lines and now they're not.
I think it's the time of day, because as soon as it got to be around noon, it started to dip again.
Right. It's all the schoolgoers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me record this video real quick. How's it going, everybody? I am Drifty from Driftwood Gaming, and I am joined with a lovely, beautiful woman named T right here.
Hello.
And we're going to be doing some RPG Maker MZ stuff today. Bam! And I'm going to be working on my project. It's basically Let's Make a Game. We're on episode number 4. Hopefully you guys are following along the series. It's not important that you watch them in order, and that's the whole reason why I'm not numbering them. It doesn't matter if you've skipped all of them and this is the first time you're seeing it. You could just jump in right here and it's going to be just the same. It's fine. Of course, you won't. You'll have to ask questions if you're curious. Maybe I'll go over stuff again. Hey, Vino, how you doing? What's up, Song of the Loot? How you guys doing over there? Says howdy all. Yeah, Drifty will have to start to pre-record all this bro, I had to do that. When it goes to send, we're gonna get disconnected. Just cancel it.
Can you cancel it?
Yeah, just close it.
Okay.
It says we're getting 15, but what's gonna happen is our stream is gonna look loading. As soon as it went to the upload, I told you, don't do a speed test while you're live streaming, guys. T should know this. Because the speed test will push all of your bandwidth at once. Hey, I did see 16 though. It went up to 16. If we could stay 16. See, the problem isn't really the speed. The problem is the consistency of your connection. You have to maintain a certain amount without dropping to no receive. You gotta, whatever. I'm gonna keep going until either Lily wakes us up, T wants to end it.
Wakes us up.
Lily wakes us up. Welcome to my dream. I'm dreaming. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys aren't our internet woes.
Yeah. Woe is us and our internet.
Woes. Doo-doo-dee-doo.
You doody-doo-doo?
Yes, that's what it says.
That was from before.
But like on YouTube, they have like a little buffer, I'm sure.
Yeah. Static Buzz, we have a tech coming out today. Hopefully it gets fixed. Although, gosh, they'll probably have to put in another maintenance ticket to work on the polls, which means it's another appointment, and hopefully they do it tonight, because they work overnight.
Yeah, I typed it in case. I mean, to be honest, I told T, because I get upset at stuff like this, like really upset. Mm-hmm. And she's like, honey, just calm down, yada yada. And she's very, very awesome at keeping me centered. And I went into this thinking, look, we're going to get disconnected. If we can even go live for 5 minutes, that would be, unexpected. So I came into this with very low expectations in that, we were going to originally just be like, okay, no stream today because we're obviously going to have issues. And I'm like, forget that. Let's try to stream. Let's disappoint all the Taoists and try. We're going to try to stream today.
Drifty watched a YouTube video about Taoists yesterday, and now everything he does, he's like, the Taoist would be proud. out, or the Taoists would be disappointed in me. But would they be disappointed?
I don't know.
I don't think they'd care.
They wouldn't care.
They wouldn't care.
No, it's too much effort. All right, I'm going to look for a background to change the battle background. It seemed like we were in the hills, and I wanted to make it foresty. So I guess we'll just do like this foresty one. Makes sense. No, not Coliseum and forest. Shh. I guess I should just pick the exact same ones. Right? Because I used a battle background as the map. I'm just going to do work. I'm going to do work. If we connect, we connect. If not, I don't know. I am not going to get upset over it because I expected it to be shit. I even told everyone, come join us for the shit show.
Yeah.
Come watch us be disconnected and disrespected by our internet provider. Disconnected and disrespected. That should be their slogan. Oh my god, that makes sense.
Oh, it's bad.
What?
The internet is so bad.
Yeah, I thought you were doing something, and look what we're gonna do. I'm gonna work on my project a little bit anyway, and pretend that the connection is just perfect, and then I think I'll be able to be okay with that mentally. And just pretend. This has been going on since last Friday, and so I'm a little exhausted right at this point. I will say that the tech that came out was a very nice guy. I personally liked him. I gave him a 5-star, even though when he left, the problem was not resolved. I gave him a full 5-star because I liked him personally. But that doesn't really mean that Spectrum is doing a fantastic job, because advertising, you need to up your speeds and your service plan to people so that whatever you have to do, upgrade your infrastructure, put money back into it, you have to do this. Otherwise, we're not going to give you the license to stay in the state. And I have a feeling they're just going to teeter-totter on that line until shit almost breaks and falls apart again, and they're absolutely forced to do something about it. And only the governments are going to hold them accountable, and they're not doing a fucking good job. Anyway, Corey Davis with a $5 super chat saying, finally got my Final Fantasy XIV up and running on my laptop. It plays at 60 FPS. Odd though, on the PS4 it didn't even do, because PS4 sucks, man. And guess what? Your PS4 is now throttled like a mofo, because guess what? PS5 is out, so they push in software updates. It's not that the hardware is slow, it's that the software that's running it is purposefully throttling it to make it feel chunky and slower in order to get you to buy the PS5 and feel like, man, my old one is slow, it's just old now, it's old, I gotta get a new one, let me get the new one. They want you to be less of a human being, they want you to be less of a thinking individual and more of a consumer. You're not a person, you're a consumer to these corporations, and don't you forget it.
Yeah, so just buy a PS5.
No, don't fucking buy a PS5. Fuck the PS5.
I thought that's what you were saying.
No. I hate telecommunications. Let's try again. Can we do a good old-fashioned refresh? You know what sucks about when people keep getting disconnected? The average watch time analytic is very low.
Yeah.
And messed up because people can't even stay watching because it gets fucking disconnected.
Yep.
So it messes everything up. It really does. And I feel like, you know, sometimes, whatever. It's fine. It's fine, right?
Oh, we're getting disconnected again, just so you know.
It's absolutely 100% perfect, right?
It reminds me of that meme of the dog sitting at the table holding a cup.
Oh, the
and
fire.
everything's on fire.
Yeah.
He's like, this is fine.
This is fine. Yeah, that's basically, that is a good one. This is fine, which is not. Yep. Basically, right now. It's all good. Corey Davis drops a $10 super chat. He says, lol, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the PS5. Final Fantasy 16 looks lackluster, and my game is coming along fine, so I don't know. Finally figured out how to make a skill that hits an enemy, add a state, and adds another state to another character.
Wow. So
Right.
like chain states? Mm-hmm. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you use buff states core for that, Corey? I imagine you just did some JS in the buff states core. I know Yanfly's tips and tricks videos from a few years ago were really good for like learning how to do that stuff.
It seems to be happening. Does anybody else notice a pattern that seems to be happening like every other 2 minutes?
It's like there's a...
It lasts for 2 minutes, then goes down for like 30 seconds. Lasts for 2 minutes, goes down for 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's really bad.
There's like a pattern.
There's something that's not quite right in our setup or on the polls or on their server.
I'm going to blame
on
the polls
router.
because we had a tech here already, and he checked our setup, and he checked all our stuff in the house.
Yeah,
and
for 2 hours.
he said it was great.
He
So
said the signal was just the same coming from outside the house and after it's gone through the house to our modem. Like, the signal that is going through our house is... There's no problem with the signal that's going through our house. Mm-hmm. It's the signal that's coming to our house that where there's an issue.
yeah.
So it's probably on the pole, like whatever the guy did. He probably did it half-assed and in a hurry.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Or maybe they fixed one problem, but there was two.
right, or maybe he fixed one problem, but there was two. That's a good thing. Or maybe he fixed 10 problems, but there was 12.
Yeah.
There were 12. Grammar. Hey, Vero Claw, Static Buzz, Song of the Loot, your bro. Are all of those maps named after menus? I mean, some of them are. The backdrops are like maps, I suppose, but you're not going to walk around like a traditional RPG in this game because I'm sick of that shit. I want to do something different. I'm not saying I'll never do that again. Of course I'm going to make games like that with maps, but I don't want to do a bunch of like, you walk around and explore a boring, shitty map. Like, no, I don't want to get lost. I don't really care about exploration as much as I used to as a kid. I just want a fun toy. I want progression. That's what I want. I don't need exploration. Fuck that. I want progression. Another $10 from Corey Davis saying, I think so, but I don't remember. I've been messing around with different things to get what I want to happen. Like, I get the boss, and then it adds a state to placeholder Herald. Cool. I get the boss. I want different things to happen. Like, when he gets to the boss, it adds a state on Herald. You can't remember if it was the buff state score? I bet it was, though. I bet it really was, because that's where a lot of, like, adding states to other things and, like, on state removal, on state apply, you can do all kinds of extra stuff. The buff states core for MV is one of the best plugins out there. I mean, in tandem, in 10 minutes we get disconnected consistently. Mm-hmm. We can never get more than about 7 to 10 minutes without getting disconnected and losing all the viewers. Well, not all, but losing a lot of the viewers. Because I even myself, if I'm watching someone live stream and they're constantly disconnecting, I totally get it. Like, unless I like the person and I'm enjoying the shit show, aka I'm doing something else on the other monitor,
yeah,
I'm also typically less interested.
Oh, sure.
And so that's natural for that to happen. And I'm frankly, I'm surprised you guys are here. What are you doing here? You guys are awesome. You guys are like, you guys put up with the shit that nobody wants to put up with. You can message me on Discord with whatever you need. Let me know. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but just, you know, ask me a specific question and maybe I'll give you a very specific answer.
So Corey says it was supposed to say I attack the boss with a skill and then it adds a state to Herald.
$5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. It's supposed to say I attack the boss with a skill and then add a state to Herald. Okay. And does it works now? You got it working, right? That's cool. True Love, see Drifty? That's the Song of the Loot. Thank you, Song of the Loot. You're awesome, dude. Hey, Spiker, what's up? Batosta, he says, it's okay, I'm learning. Cool, man. Yeah, they're going to be out here from 4 to 5. They're going to be out here in about 2 hours to look at everything again. and tell us that we don't know. I don't know why. Let's put in a support maintenance ticket, and then 2 or 3 days later, there'll be another guy that shows up, and then we're like, hey, it works for like 40 minutes, and then it just doesn't work again. LMBS, it's a battle system. That's all I know. What is LMBS?
I have no idea.
I know I've heard it. I just can't remember. Something battle system. On the upside, when the stream does work, it seems you have a speedy low 6-second delay. Yeah, it's on ultra low.
Llama monkey bull squat. Bull squat. Yeah, that's what it is. Llama monkey bull squat system.
Do. Linear mobility battle system is what the older Tales games have. Oh, the Tales games. Right. Linear motion battle system, says Spiker and Samela. Soft Simpaternal. What is up with your name? SOMALA 3ST:space Simpaternal? How are you going to expect people to remember your name? 99, 98, 76, 54, 3, 2, 1. Let's do picture 91. We'll do, we're using a plugin for this. Picture common events. So we'll say this will be reserved for picture number 91, and it will be the cook. The cook button. So I don't know how I'm going to make a cooking system. I kind of want to see if the player has an item, and if they have, like, I guess a way to start a fire. So we'll need to make some items to just make this whole thing use it. $20 super chat from Corey Davis. Damn, Corey, he says my turret AI is looking way much better. Gonna have to look at how to complete remove attack from them, but they're working like a playable character, so no trash AI can't wait to work on the enemy AI when I get to it.
That's cool.
Sick. Yeah. If there's something that I do find annoying, especially in like sim games, is when the AI is retarded. I know you can't say that. When the AI is really bad. Like, especially in like sim games or action type games, when you click to go across the screen and it like walks in a weird diagonal line in a circle around stuff, and you're like, why is the character moving in a stupid way, you know? So when you really get your AI dialed in right, it feels good, because it feels like they are a thinking thing. Like, now there's a strategy and the boss is thinking how to beat you, even though it's like really predetermined how it's going to behave. But it doesn't feel predetermined. That's what you want to go for. What icon set am I using? Asked Batosta. It is a combination of the VX Ace icons converted by Yanfly when he did a freebies thing on his website. Then I found some open source ones I found on opengameart.org, and I added them. I also Franken edited a bunch of them. Like right here, I've got like a fire background with a sword, and like, you know, I put 2 or 3 icons in one spot to Franken edit, and then I attached some more stuff I found on RPG Maker Web, and then I used Yanfly's icon generator to make all of these right here. And so I spent a good while making all of these. This was years ago, but I just recycled these because I never used them all, really. So they're just a bunch of icons. And yeah, we have more icons than we even need, and it's great. It's fine. Thank you, Corey, for that 20 bucks. Damn.
Thank you, Corey.
What a lot of work to make that icon set. Well, it was a cumulative effort, right? It was open game art. People make it, and then they're like, hey, these are okay, but I'm not going to charge, and I don't even care. I just made them for fun. Here, you can use them. And I know a lot of people do that. Also, they do that on RPG Maker Web. Some of them do it, but usually if I get them, you should, you know, credit your sources. I think I will scour RPG Maker Web if I try to sell this game or something. If it gets there, I'm definitely going to do my best to make the credits just 100. You know what I'm saying? The credits got to be 100. So you never actually use the flint by itself, so it doesn't need a scope and it doesn't need an occasion. It's also not consumable. It's just going to check to see if you have it. And we will give it a price. We'll just say, I don't know, it's not that expensive. 25 silvers, I suppose. It won't need an animation because we're not going to allow the player to use it. In fact, it's really just needs a name, a description, and an icon, and a price, and then this little... It just needs general settings. That's pretty much it. So what else would we need? Some cooking tools, right? Like a pan. We're going to use a pan. Flint, a pan, and then what we will use that's consumable is... let's see. I guess we'll make a general store. Will be the item store. Will be the general store. That makes sense. And we'll sell like rope and stuff like that. So I'm looking for a pan icon. I know I've got something. I've got something that'll work. In fact, I have found it and used it before. I just can't remember where it's at naturally. I believe it's towards the bottom. How's the audio, by the way? Does yeah, so maybe you're accidentally turning them as appear halfway, because when you right click on them they have appear halfway. Gosh, if I can find this damn pan, I can just go and show you what I'm talking about. I just don't know where. Oh, I found it. That'll work. That's good enough. A pan used to used to cook stuff in the wild. Good enough. Yeah. And this will be, you know what, a pan's 100 because you need a good pan. You need to be non-stick and all that stuff. Not consumable, doesn't need anything like that, just regular item, blah, 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 and there it is. Boom. Done. Okay. On the enemies, Samela, which you're talking about, or the troops, if you right click on them, you can have them appear mid-battle. Wait, where's the one to make them appear halfway? Appear mid-battle is appear halfway.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, you can you can have one creature and then two creatures and then right click those and have them appear halfway, and then when the first creature is half dead or when the battle's half done, those other two will just appear.
Oh, wow.
And you could kind of straddle enemies out like that.
I totally didn't know that.
Try putting 5 or so enemies in a troop. Sure, I'll do that. I have lots of them. I have 8 enemies in this right here. This is battle number 8, troop number 8. So I guess what we can do is something.
Wow, they're invisible. Oh no, they're there. It took them a second to load though. Did you see that? Their damage bars loaded first.
Yeah, it took them a second to load 8 Dragon Bones battlers.
Yeah. What about 8 like default battlers? Do you have default battlers?
We can try that. But look, they're all there.
Yeah, they're all there.
Okay, let's try this. Oh gosh, I had to burp, but then I had a sneeze coming, and then the burp messed up my sneeze, so it was like this little half-ass sneeze, but the burp also went away. I'm very not happy with that situation. I got cheated out of a burp and a sneeze right now. Not happy about this. Okay, I'm gonna add like 8 of the default guys, right? So let's just put them over here. Of the default goblins.
Make them overlap each other.
8 gobos! I mean, they are slightly overlapping each other, right? I mean, you're not even watching, so why would you...
She was just saying, or Selma was just saying that...
I love the new Vigistella plugins.
Yeah, it's cool.
They're so awesome. What even is this map? You see why I don't make maps, guys.
That pig is jank.
This pig is awesome. It does have a little bit of a graphical...
It's like messed up.
He's got like the back half is like super high in the air.
Yeah, he walks at an angle, and then there's an artifact. There's artifacting at the top.
There definitely is. And look at his legs. They don't quite
It's jank.
He just kind of flies and floats across the screen.
Yeah, he's like one of those weird disabled dogs.
Yeah, I do have the version 1 of all these things. So that's really good they fixed the pig.
I mean, I'm going to take a closer look, but on first look, it looks like it's fixed. Let me see. I opened it in GIMP.
Yeah, the stream is total ass today. It's ass. Garbage ass. Whoa, what is happening over here? Oh my god, I don't know what's happening, but if I left click, it's playing an animation on my mouse.
Wow.
Bruh, what did I do? What did I do off camera to make this weird glitch?
Isn't that one of the new plugins? You probably just uploaded a plugin and turned it on.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the new Visual plugins changes the cursor for mouse movement.
Does it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it does. One of them changes like what it looks like.
Yep.
This is a good one.
Yeah, this looks fixed to me. I think it's fixed, which is weird because this is a really early version, so you must have had like a really early. That's an extremely early pick.
I did. I had the 0.95.
Yeah.
Let me
that's
update
the
it then.
0.95 pig.
You know what I should do is take all the default assets from the folder.
Yeah, just copy the image folder.
Copy paste them over to overwrite some of. But did I change any of the defaults? I mean,
you had to put Dragon Bones images in, so.
I mean, I'm not saying like delete my stuff. I'm saying the ones that are defaulted in the project overwrite with the new project.
You should do that.
I'll do that later. But until then, I'm gonna enjoy this jank pig. Jank piggy. So yeah, I don't know why your enemies are appearing invisible. So Mela, update the bacon. Yeah, we need to do that. Alright, so when we do the cook skill, when we click on it, what needs to happen? Some stuff. Let's play a sound effect. This is for exploring. Oh my gosh, what is why? I'm almost positive I've reset my sound settings for this. Did something like turn everything full again? How is it still so loud? It's, oh my god. It's on 2 now.
There are no purple animals as far as I know. Like in the RTP, if that's what you're asking. Purple animal.
Your game has been saved.
That's a cool one.
Oh yeah. When you save your game, you're gonna hear this. Your game has been saved. $2 super chat from Bino saying the stream issues are very fitting for 2020. Smile, cry face. Yep. It's appropriate, right? We're just trying We're just trying to stay with the times, you know. We just got to be. We're trying to stay relevant. That's all. And right now, like, chaos is the thing. Everything is chaos. So we like how do we make us more relevant? Let's be more chaotic. Okay, let's have a shitty connection. Let's choose to have a shit connection.
If you can't beat them, join them. And
That's
you
right.
can't beat 2020. 2020 beats you.
That's right.
Yeah.
In Soviet Russia, 2020 still beats you.
It's called the Purple Emperor Butterfly. Blutterfly. Nah.
So T is a beta butterfly? Says Vino.
I'm a flutterby.
Life with Cancer says, by the way, Driftwood, how many games are on queue for first impressions? We're not doing them right now until we fix our list is 0. Well, we have 2. But it's basically 0.
Yeah, it's 0 until we get this straightened out. It'd be a pretty bad first impression.
I mean, does it count if they're like, hey, in 3 weeks from now, I'm going to have you play this, and then they pay you? That still counts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, we have a couple.
Sure. I just can't find a good sound effect. I guess we're going to have to make it. I don't want to make it right now. Wow, these sound effects sound really good, like when they're really slowed down, some of them.
My page for the stream says that we started streaming 17 seconds ago. I wonder if that's how long it's been actually running without buffering.
Let's go with this one. I'm just tired of, so we're gonna go with that because I wanted a sound effect when you click on the button. You know, you want that audio visual feedback when you click on something. You highlight over it. It shows that it changes color or something. Hey, Trippy Blue, how you doing? And then when you click on it, you want like a sound effect or even change the blend mode or something. You know. So I'm trying to polish it up as I make it, as I think of these things. Same thing for cooking. I'm going to go back to making a sound effect for cooking. That was the original thing that made me think about it. I'm like, hey, I don't have one on Explore either. I need to put one on Explore. Do. This one will be easier because now every time I hear Barrier, I think of Digica Games. RPG Maker MZ. Because of we made that sound effect.
That sound effect.
Yeah, T put that sound effect in for the trailer. For when you're cooking, and maybe a fire sound effect. Yeah, like a really low fire for cooking. Yep, I agree with you, Selma. That one was easy. Too easy. Oh. All right. What is the cook one going to do? It's going to check for now. It's going to say, does the actor is gay?
Yes.
So the party, does the party have a flint? If not, you can say, the party lacks a flint. Item. Icon. What is the flint? 20? I don't know. The party lacks a flint to start the fire. To start a fire. Needed for cooking. Also, I don't know how many lines I'm gonna get here. I'm just gonna go like this and go word wrap, like a boss. And then, gosh, I can never ever forget. Which one is it? Items equip? No, it is. It's the message core, right? Main menu. Message core. Item name. Item name. But it also shows the icon, right? item. Oh, just straight item. It's so much better now. You just say item, yada yada, easy. But my brain has already like embedded information, and it's like Brunomars.gay equals true. Also, I don't know what item is flint. 36. 36. How do you say 36 in French, T?
I don't know.
Wow, okay.
36, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think that's right.
Well then.
I can't remember. It's been so long since I counted it.
Let's do another conditional branch inside this conditional branch with an else handler, and it's going to say check if the party has a pan for cooking, and this is item number 37. And then if they don't, we're going to copy this on the else handler. We're going to say the party lacks a
26. 6, not 6. 6. 30. No, it's 36. Thank you. Now I remember.
36?
Yes.
36.
36.
What about 37 now?
37.
37?
Sept.
That's a very cool concept that you've got over there. 37.
38.
I don't know.
What is 44?
To start a fire. Why do French count in
40.
series of 20? Why is it like
know.
520? You don't say
You
100.
do. I know
You're
you
like
say-
520s, 620s.
You say, I think I said 80 because I think 80 is, you literally say 4 20s.
Yeah.
And for like 40, I think you say two 40s. I can't
Two
remember
20s. Right? French is weird. This
though.
is,
No,
this is
40 isn't that, but what, 80.
like when you start counting higher numbers,
Yes.
they're like,
yeah, 80 is 4 20s. It's literally 4 20.
you know why?
Gosh, I can't remember how to say these things.
They're like
4 20.
They're like, hot one, please it. You know what I'm saying? Hot one. Their favorite number isn't 42. It's 80 because they say 42. 4 20s.
You have to do math to count to 80 in French.
You have to do math to count in French. That's what I'm saying. It's really, really just what were they thinking?
I used to be able to count to 100 easy in French, but it's been like 7 years. I can't remember anymore. It's
Yeah.
wrong. It's
So-
amazing I can count to 5.
We've got our conditional set up now. So you have to have a flint and you have to have a pan to cook. That'll stop the player from clicking on the or like that'll buy me some time to actually have to make the system. Just won't give the party like one of these two items for a little bit. When I'm like, so they've got this and they've got to do the thing, cook the thing. Let your cook the thing. And this is where we'll do like the change items. And we'll take one of the flints on the player. The player. We'll have to specify location maybe. Nah, the player is good. How would you say 624 in German? 4 and 20 and 600? I don't know, Saint. It's a big mess, however it is. We're disconnected again. All right, that's it. I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
You ready to call it?
I should call it.
Let me pick this animation, and then that'll take a couple minutes, and we'll just call it. Love you guys very much. Are we still live? I don't know. Thank you so much for coming to the shit show today. I apologize so much for, the connection. We've been pretty lucky with our connection being pretty awesome for the most part. We were able to stream every day for like months straight. For the most part, we get disconnected once every month or two, and that was like acceptable. It's obviously something wrong right now, and hopefully it gets resolved. We have a guy coming in in a couple hours, in 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours. He should be here, and maybe he'll just do some magic. And he's like, okay, I've configured it, and everything should work. Like, I hope they send a super nerd, and I'm like, dude, I love you. Thank you so much for fixing everything. And I want to do 5-star ratings. I want to be like, hey, they're great. I would much rather be like, Spectrum's awesome. They came here, they fixed it, blah, 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 and we had an issue, blah, blah, blah. I would love that. I would really, really love to just say, hey, 5 stars. And
Me too.
That's what I want. I want them to deliver good service that I can say they give good service. But unfortunately, right now, I fucking can't.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the last tech.
The guy was great. The tech was great.
The last tech was 5 stars. We gave him 5 stars because he was great.
He was a good guy.
He
but
was
the job
personally frustrated that he had no way to solve our issue.
He felt a little defeated. Like,
Yeah.
He was confident coming in, and then 2 hours later, and his friend showed up too,
Yeah.
and his friend left, and he's like, I just don't know. And he was doing a speed test, and he just dropped his phone on the floor, and he's just like, ugh. This was out after he was up on the poles
He
doing
said
stuff.
it was his first time encountering